Donald Trump warned Iran that it was facing its last chance, quote, before decapitation, as claimed talks appeared to offer no breakthrough.
4 days after the mass influx into Ceuta, the enclave is still far from returning to normal as up to 5,000 illegal migrants remain in the city. Extreme heat and environmental hazards are putting severe pressures on southern Europe, toxicity alerts in Spain, reactor shutdowns in France, and a rising death toll in Greece.
An index ranking the best countries and territories to relocate to in 2026 has just been released, and Estonia has come out on top.
U.S. President Donald Trump warned Iran late on Monday that it was facing, quote, its last chance before decapitation, as talks between the warring sides appeared to produce no breakthrough. Speaking to reporters at the Oval Office, the U.S. president claimed that the talks, which Iran has denied are taking place, were requested by them.
We have a little problem with Iran because we have many talks and we'll say we have or we don't have. We're straight about it, but they deny. But we are talking right now, we're talking at the request of Iran, backed by Saudi Arabia, backed by UAE, and backed by Qatar in particular, but others also. Many countries called, the leaders of many are friendly with a lot of them, almost all of them, one way or the other, and they all wanted to give this a last chance. This is a last chance. This is not something that, if it doesn't happen, this is a last chance for them to sign a good document.
Tehran issued its own set of threats back after reports emerged that the U.S. was exploring opening an alternative maritime corridor in the Strait of Hormuz to bypass Iran.
کوریدور دوم رو به هیچ وجه ما اجازه نمیدیم. در تنگه هرمز کوریدور دوم باز بشه. حتی اگر ناو هم بیارن ناوشو میزنیم. مسئله مهمی که الان برای رهبر معظم انقلاب مطرحه اینه که آمریکایی‌ها رفتارشون رو عوض کنن. یعنی چی؟ یعنی ما یه چیز جدیدی رو در رفتار آمریکا ببینیم.
Trump says the current talks are focused on two things: a complete reopening of the key waterway for commercial shipping and the country's denuclearization. Trump says the initial phase will focus on the strait, while a second phase, expected to take longer, will tackle the Islamic Republic's nuclear capacity.
4 days after the mass influx through Trajal, Ceuta is still far from returning to normal. Authorities have already counted 88 deaths and estimate that between 2,500 and 5,000 people remain in the city. Many of them are in this warehouse in the Alboran industrial zone, which was hastily set up to provide shelter.
أول حاجة ما عندناش لقطة لا فريش ما عندناش لقطة لا فريش الماكلة كيجيبوا لنا الماكلة مرة واحدة في النهار ما البارح جابوا لنا الماكلة الماء ما جابوش لنا من البارح ما جابوش لنا الماء ما كنلقاوش الماء باش نغسلوا باش ندوشوا بلاصه ديال الدوش سادينها لينا سادين الطواليطات خانزين عايشين المعاناه وعايشين مكرفسين بزاف صراحه.
With hardly any bathrooms or running water, conditions at the facility have deteriorated as the days go by.
كنتمنى من السلطات المغربيه ان شاء الله كما قايمه بالواجب ديالها تزيد يعني تحفز ان الناس تخرج الدراري الشباب تماكن لانهم ضايعين جوع وعطش وضرب. كنتمنى من الله وطبيعه الحال صاحب الجلاله الله ينصرو ان يدير لنا المستحيل ويخرج لنا الشباب ديالنا لان ضاع لداخل.
Not all stories end in the same uncertainty. Some families have managed to be reunited right at the border crossing. But while some return, others continue to try to cross the same breakwater where dozens of people have already died this summer. Extreme heat and environmental hazards are putting severe pressure on emergency services across southern Europe. In Spain's Zamora province, emergency crews responded to a major fire at the Zaresa waste treatment plant in Roales del Pado. Dispatchers received nearly 40 emergency calls, prompting authorities to issue toxic cloud warnings and close a lane on the A11 motorway. Beyond the industrial emergency in Spain, severe heat across France forced nuclear operator EDF to shut down 3 reactors at the Chaux and Cattenom plants due to low river water levels. Hungary's only nuclear plant is also under strain due to low water levels in the Danube. The environmental crisis deepened further south in Greece, where senior meteorologist Theodore Generos declared the current wildfire disaster one of the worst in a decade. The fires claimed 5 lives over the past fortnight, with Copernicus data confirming over 12,000 hectares of land burned in a single week. Officials will conduct a comprehensive quantitative assessment once the fire season concludes.
Romania's military carried out a controlled explosion near the Danube River's Bala Canal. They did so in an effort to redirect water flow into the river's main channel and towards the state-owned Cernovoda power plant. It comes as Central Europe is gripped by extensive drought as a result of back-to-back heat waves. Romania's defense minister warned that the plant could be completely shut down by Wednesday or Thursday this week due to the low water levels.
Miercuri, joi, în cel mai fericit caz, centrala de la Cernavodă ar fi ajuns în procedură de a fi oprită. O zi de funcționare suplimentară a centralei de la Cernavodă e de vreo 3 ori mai eficientă financiar decât costurile acestor operațiuni.
Romanian authorities had already shut down one reactor unit at the plant. The country's energy sector has been under a state of alert since Friday. Acting Prime Minister Ilie Bolojan declared a nation state of alert in the energy sector on Friday and warned that the Danube's low water levels threatened the shutdown of the plant's second reactor.
Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi visited the southwestern prefecture of Kumamoto on Monday for the first time since it was hit by a magnitude 7.1 quake last week. Takaichi flew over the affected areas from an army helicopter and visited one of the best-equipped shelters, triggering criticisms on social media that her visit distorted reality.
今般視察させていただいた結果も踏まえ、政府としてはプッシュ型の物資支援、都道府県の行う、救助業務への支援、応急復旧を含めた災害復旧についてより迅速にかつ一層強化するため、明日200億円を超える規模の予備費の使用を閣議決定し、必要な予算を確保してまいります。
38 people died during the quake, including one of apparent heat stroke, while taking shelter in a car in hot weather, officials said on Monday. 8,500 people remain at crowded emergency shelters, and more than 46,000 households remain without water. Local authorities stressed the abnormal heat has been pounding on the already difficult lives of the residents, as temperatures were predicted to rise close to 40 degrees Celsius on Monday.
A new index ranking the best countries and territories to relocate to in 2026 has just been released, and a Baltic state has come out on top. Estonia ranked first globally in the index thanks to its banking infrastructure, business opportunities, and property rights for non-citizens. The index scores 192 countries across 24 metrics, which are grouped into 4 categories: financial and tax, livability and health, safety and stability, and settling and opportunity. In each metric, a country is rated out of 100. Estonia was rated 99 out of 100 for its currency and banking, 96 for business opportunities, 82 for housing affordability, 86 for green spaces, and 77 for street safety. Its poorest metric was climate comfort, with 20 out of 100 due to its cold, dark winters. 5 countries in Europe made the top 10 in the Global Relocation Index, with the next highest after Estonia being Portugal in 4th place.
The safest way to view the eclipse directly is with a pair of solar eclipse glasses. They have special lenses in them that block out 99.9999% of the sun's light, only then making it safe to view. You've got to make sure that they are ISO certified, so that they've been through the rigorous safety standards testing. But as long as you know that they're safe to use, you can directly look up towards the sun when viewing the eclipse. If you want to see the full eclipse, you need to get into the path of totality. And to get into the path of totality, you're going to need to go to places like Greenland, Iceland, and northern Spain. Those are the places where the moon's shadow will be at its darkest, and you'll get that absolute 100% coverage of the moon in front of the sun.